We're back for part 3, and we had spoken of how this aligns us with truth. And Tesla has the words, if you want to understand the universe, as we spoke of earlier, the one song, which always remains the same and always will be, we could look at that for people having a hard time with the concept of, let's say, God. I usually just say that which is. But when we practice spiritual principles, universal principles of natural, moral law, that we can come up out of the low vibration, the low frequency, out of the red, and it aligns us with the line, walking the line of truth. If this was all solid, it would be one line, and that would be absolute truth. We're not perfect, but we can practice in being to thine own self be true. And as we come up out of the physical realm, and as in some rooms that we may have heard, we come up in a higher dimension and realizing the spiritual aspect of out of the physical. So we could look at our butterfly smaller, and then eye of the needle, and what is visible. And now I'll just end it with, here we are with an X-ray of the atoms. And then on the far right is a gamma ray. And one could even look further if they wanted to, the Higgs boson, or in which they discovered, and it just coincided perfectly, synchronistically, with that Mayan prophecy that they discovered that right in the middle of 2012. I believe it was July something, 2012, that they discovered the Higgs boson, the God particle. So that is the spark, but we won't get into that now, but it's of the proving the string theory, and that we can look at when we play the strings within us, that we come up in higher vibration. This is simply a look at as we share from the heart. It's the first thing that originated in our physical being. It has so many thousands of times more electromagnetivity than the brain. So it starts with this in compassion for others. And we see there the intuition. And just a note that is what Toto represents in Wizard of Oz. Her intuition. As she started recognizing that she had a sound brain all along, and then she could go on and realizing that she had heart and courage within her all along on her way home. So we want to get back with who we truly are, and we can start trusting our innermost selves, that as we share from the heart our compassion and our vibrancy, our energy, the universe, and a higher vibration, frequency, energy, we become channels of that which is. So we'll come back to where we started from, and we'll just end it with a look at, we could say that this is word or logos or the primordial Om, that when we can think our being, and when we can process good input, the truth, which every human being has within themselves, the wherewithal in knowing. And when we think and logically put words together to have a greater understanding, that we develop knowledge and wisdom so that we can put out. And as we are maybe broken, as the 42 degrees of light in water, and we may be caught in the devil's bargain, and we got to make our way back to the garden. So I appreciate your time and hope this helps one to have a greater understanding of the truth and the true potential within them, that nothing is impossible, and we can live our dreams until they come true. And that takes a practice. It does. Oh, one quick look at here. I just love Rush. It speaks the truth, as so many rock and roll lyrics do. And the essence of Rush I see is that all the gifts of life are held within our walls, and we can. It's only for those who wish to see, and those who wish to be. And we live in the light, the universe, all dreams. And as we practice again these spiritual principles that are laid at our feet, it's a conscious practice in coming out of the animal or reaction and just reacting. So in this, I hope and encourage and pray that others find that this is helpful, and to consciously think. And as we know, the definition of principle is what is most important. The definition of principle, what must come first before any relationship, is to develop. So this is the way back in having a relationship with not only our communities, but our families, and how we can come together once again. All right, have a great day. Thank you.